What's up, ladies and gentlemen? It's Brennan and I'm BManX45, and we're coming at you with another video. We got another Liberator deck profile, EX11 format. We have Medusamon, Styracomon, the Dragonkin Reptile Deck. We're focusing probably more in on the Styracomon, still a really important part of the deck, but the new Medusamon is great, and the new support in general is just great for this deck. And we really wanted to play this 2 formats in a row because we did play Styracomon in BT24. So we're going to get into it right now. We're going to talk about what's changed about the deck and what we like now with the new cards and how we like the ratios now in this deck. And hey, if you enjoy this type of content, be sure to smash that like button, comment down below. We love to hear your thoughts. Subscribe to the channel and hit that bell for notifications so you don't miss a single minute of fun. And of course, we have our petrification tokens, lots of them because you can summon them out really easily. We have our 4 eggs, which of course are going to be the Digimon from BT21. Your turn once per turn when an opponent's security stack is removed from. One of your Digimon may digivolve into a Digimon card with Reptile or Dragonkin trait in the hand with the digivolution cost reduced by 1. So this is really good. When you get stripped that security, you're getting that potential to do that instant digivolution right there, which is really great. And you're also, potentially, if you're getting memory back, you're maintaining turns, so you can then use the abilities of the new Digimon you digivolved into to maybe unsuspend and attack more. But we'll talk about that more. This is just the best egg for the deck. You got to have 4 of it. Getting into the rookies here, we're playing 4 copies of Medusamon from BT21, the Searcher. So reveal top 3, add a Liberator, and a Reptile or Dragonkin trait card to your hand, and then put the rest on the bottom of the deck. So you usually always hit 2 pieces in this. Inheritable, when your opponent's security stack is removed from, gain 1 memory. And I think all of our Medusamons have the same inheritable. So we know this one does. The BT24 one has the same inheritable as well to gain memory when the security stack is removed from. It also has the on play by trashing 1 card with Reptile or Dragonkin or the Liberator trait from your hand, draw 2. So it allows you to trash stuff and just gain a lot of memory. We do play 3 copies of the Medusamon, the new EX11 Medusamon, same inheritable. When security stack is removed from, gain a memory. Has the when moving or on play ability. One of your Digimon with the Reptile or Dragonkin trait gains raid and plus 3000 DP for the turn. So nice DP boost. And raid, which is a great inheritable. That's it. We're just playing the 11 rookies. Getting into our level 4s. Of course, we're playing still 4 copies of BT21 Dimetromon. Same inheritable as your rookies to gain a memory when your security stack is removed from. When digivolving, if you have 1 or fewer tamers, you may play 1 Owens Dreadnought from your hand without paying the cost. This one lets you play your Owens for free until you have at least 2. This one here, the new Dimetromon, or for BT24 Dimetromon, we're playing 3 copies of that, which is blocker. All turns when any of your other Digimon with a Reptile or Dragonkin trait would leave the battle area by your opponent's effects. By returning this Digimon to the hand, they don't leave, which is really great because you can play Digimon for free from the hand. So just having that all turns protection and then just being able to bounce it and put it as a resource back in your hand is really good. Same inheritable, gain a memory when security stack is removed from your opponent's security stack is removed from. We also play as an 8th copy. We play Cyclone, which has Rush Raid. Again, you can play cards for free with your Lamia Mons, so we like to have those cards in our hands because this can help you close out a game. Inheritable Raid as well, and it is a Dragonkin trait card. Not a Liberator, but a Dragonkin trait card. So that's what we have for our 8 level 4s. Getting into our level 5s, we're playing a full stack of Lamiamon from BT24, which is the hand main. You can warp Digivolve by putting a Dimetromon underneath your Medusamon for cost 3 if you have an Owen on the board. And then when Digivolving, when attacking your opponent's your opponent places 1 card from their hand as the bottom security card, then trashes their top security card. So it activates is when digivolving and when attacking ability activates your egg inheritable because you're trashing a card. And then you can digivolve, and then all turns once per turn when your opponent's security stack is removed from, you may play 1 5,000 DP or lower reptile or dragon trait Digimon from your hand without paying the cost. This is where you get to play those free level 3s and free level 4s and just add so much value to you, especially with the Rush Cyclone Mon. Playing 2 copies of Paildramon. This deck gets multiple attacks and inheritable, and it's a Dragonkin plus inheritable security attack +1 is really, really good. On play, when Digivolving for the turn 1, your Digimon gains piercing and gets 4,000 plus DP, and then this Digimon may attack. So yeah, so that's really great, especially if you're passing turn. It does Digivolve for 4, which is hefty, but again, if you're trashing a security, you can potentially play this for less. The other nice thing is that if you clear all your opponent's security, you can, and you have like, something else on the board that can attack, like a level 4 that had been on the board from a turn before, you can then just Digivolve into this guy and attack for game. So definitely a really great card. All turns, you can't use its all turns because you're not playing Imperial Dragon mode, but we do like that. Sorry, and I thought it was 2 copies, but it's 1 copy because it kind of got mixed up with the other card. We do play 1 copy of Cyberdramon from BT21, which has a plus 4,000 inheritable, which is actually pretty sweet. And he also has on play when Digivolving. If your opponent has 5 or fewer security cards, they place 1 card from their hand as their bottom security card and then trash their top security card. So again, this is really cool. Progress doesn't care about options because they can't be affected during the attack. So that's really great. So we really like this because it sets up your egg as well as it can be a really good way to set up other Digivolution effects just if you have to hard play it too. So we do like this as a one of, and plus the plus 4,000 heritable is awesome. That's it for our level 5s going into just 6. Our monster counts are pretty low. We are choosing to play 4 copies of the new Medusamon, which has Rush and Progress. So again, this is why this is really good. You can Digivolve into this, even if you had to play hard drop a monster, like Cyberdramon and stuff like that. It's really good because you can just go right into her and she has Rush. It's got when Digivolving, end of attack, not once per turn, I might say as well. Plus, like I said, it's got Progress, so you got protection there. You may delete one of your opponent's Digimon with as much or less DP as this Digimon. Then by returning 1 card from your opponent's trash to the bottom of the deck, you may play 1 petrification token, which is, Digimon, white, 3,000 DP, your turn. This Digimon can't suspend and on deletion, trash top security card, which is the whole point of Medusamon, is just trashing all the security. And then all turns when this Digimon would leave the battle area by deleting a token, it doesn't leave. So your tokens are your protection. The more tokens you play, the better. It plays better on your opponent's turn than other Medusamons, and just the fact that it can delete something and twice a turn when Digivolving, when attacking. So, I mean, like if you Digivolve, you get this off, you destroy their monster, you put a token on the board, you end of attack, kill that monster, and then it goes again. So, really, really good. We play 1 copy of the BT24 Medusamon, the one with Raid, Progress, and Piercing. When Digivolving, delete 1 of your opponent's lowest DP Digimon. Then by returning 2 cards from their trash to the bottom of the deck, they may play 2 petrification tokens. Your turn when this Digimon can't suspend on deletion. Yeah, same thing. And then after this Digimon gains plus 2,000 DP for each of your opponent's Digimon until their turn ends. So big DP boost, but we like the new Rush Medusamon better because it gives you additional play avenues. And then, of course, we play 3 copies of Styracomon, which is, can Digivolve from a Lamia for 6 if you have Owens Dreadnought, or on 4 cost on your Medusamons. It's got Progress, Piercing, Blocker, and Armor Purge. Ugh, so many keywords, especially because if you Armor Purge, it's really good because then you have one of your Medusamons underneath, which is also really awesome. It's got when Digivolving, you may trash any one of your opponent's security cards. Then this Digimon may unsuspend. So especially with the plus security plus off of the Paildramon, making it so you can potentially do 4 checks with just 2 attacks. So you may trash any. This Digimon may unsuspend. All turns once per turn When your opponent's security stack is removed from, you may delete one of their Digimon. And then all turns once per turn when any of your Reptile or Dragonkin trait would leave the battle area by deleting one of your Digimon's lowest DP Digimon. They don't leave. Again, protection. And the nice thing too is the thing about this deck is you really have to choose about when you do your abilities, because the order in which you do your abilities dictates if you can OTK with it. And that's something that's very important as well. So that is our monster lineup. Getting into our tamers, of course, we play 3 of the new Owen Dreadnought. Start your main, it's a memory tamer. All turns when your Digimon are played or Digivolve, if any of them have the Reptile or Dragonkin trait, by suspending this tamer, draw 1. And then after, one of your Digimon gains progress and plus 3,000 DP for the turn. So this lets you attack with your lower monsters that don't have progress, and now you get it. So now you have that protection from options and other things. So that's really, really great. The draw is really great as well, because drawing is when any deck that lets you play cards from the hand, especially with a lot of decks right now, Vortextremon, this deck, you need to draw more cards. You need a draw engine to draw the cards that you want to be able to play for free. So the more draws you have, the better. And these draw engine tamers are really good because they let you just draw by playing your deck. And then you get a whole bunch of draws, you gain the progress, you gain plus 3,000 DP, you make big bodies, and the only thing you're really worried about is ace cards, which are not really a thing anymore. as much as they are, but they aren't. 2 of the BT21 Owen, which if your opponent has a Digimon, start your turn, you gain memory. Start your main phase. End of your turn by suspending this tamer, one of your Digimon with a Reptile or Dragonkin trait gains piercing, and then that Digimon attacks. So you don't always need it. A lot of your guys have piercing, but some of them don't. But this guy just lets you basically blitz attack, so you want to at least have one of it on the board. You'd like to see multiple copies of your EX11 Owen. And then something that helps that is this guy right here. This Owen Dreadnought is just as good. BT24 playing 2 copies. Start your main phase by returning this tamer to the bottom of the deck. You may play one Owen from your hand without paying the cost. Then if you don't have a Digimon, you may play an Medusamon from your trash, which is really great because this sets up the Warp Lamiamon play, which gets you into your Rush Medusamon. So you don't need to worry about that you played that Medusamon and then it now can't attack, because there's ways to get around that. And then and you can play the Medusamon, of course, from your trash, so that's really good. And then your turn, when any of your Digimon would Digivolve into a Reptile or Dragonkin trait Digimon, by suspending this tamer, that Digimon gets plus 3,000 DP of the turn, then it may attack. So this is good too, because I can't remember, this one you have to attack, this one you may attack. So this one gives you more choices. So even having one copy of this on a board and not using its ability to put another Owen on the board is good, but it's there to put an Owen on the board if you really need it. So that's really good. We're playing 1 copy for our options, or tamers out of the way. That's it for tamers. Onto our options. We're playing 1 copy of Raging Serpentine because I really like it, and especially with playing things like the Cyberdramon, it's really good. When this card would be used, if your opponent has 3 security or fewer, you can play it for 4, so half the cost, which is really good. Main, delete one of your opponent's highest DP Digimon, then place this card in the battle area. Then its all turns ability, when your opponent security stack is removed from, delay one of your Reptile or Dragonkin trait Digimon may Digivolve into a Reptile or Dragonkin trait Digimon card in the hand without paying the cost. So again, this is really good with that Cyberdramon. If you have this on the board from a previous turn, you can just hard drop the Cyberdramon, go into your level 6 and just start doing things. And then, of course, its security ability is delete one of your opponent's Digimon with the highest DP. Playing 2 copies of Crimson Blaze. I don't have to tell you why. Crimson Blaze shut down its deck, and it's good in red decks, especially decks that go wide. So just having that there is always really, really important. Playing 2 copy of Blaze Conductor, the unique emblem, because it lets you play an Owen for 3 basically, especially your memory tamer one. It lets you play an Medusamon as well. So I mean, why not play this instead of playing the actual on play searcher you're gonna play? Just get it for free, right? And it's from hand or trash. So if you don't have a resource it's actually really good, especially if your resources are in the trash. And then your turn, when any of your Owen, Dreadnought, Suspend, Delay ability, one of your Reptile or Dragonkin trait Digimon may digivolve in a Digimon card with the Reptile or Dragonkin trait and the Liberator trait in the hand, with the digitalization cost reduced by 3. So again, really good. Basically like doing offense training, which we play 3 offense training because offense training is awesome, and being able to go into your level 2s or your level 4s for free, or your level 5s for 1 is also really good. And we play 2 copies of Scramble, because Scramble gets you set up for your next turn, especially with the new Warp Lamia. You can put it on the top of your deck. You can put a Medusamon on the board. You can get ready to Warp Digivolve. It's super, super good. Especially, like I said, with the Rush Medusamon, you can always attack with your level 6. So, very, very good. Lots of good plays. That's the deck right there. We're still loving the Styracomon. Styracomon's so cool. But this new Medusamon is really something too as well. Just the fact Rush and Progress, such good keywords. Not once per turn either. Being able to just strip a lot of source, potentially being able to attack and go for 3 cards, and then you still have this Styracomon as well that you can digivolve into and do shenanigans with him, because he can unsuspend then and then potentially attack and do more checks. So it just depends on what you have in total going on. You know, what you have underneath. If you have the Lamiamon, if you have the Pyeldramon, there's just so many variations, and that's what I like about this deck, is that there's so many cool and different ways to play it. But that looks like it's it for the deck profile. Tell us what you guys think about the update. Do you think the new Medusamon is as good as we do? Do you like the new Owen? What do you think about the new Medusamon? And what do you think about the changes we made to the deck? And do you think it's going to be good going forward? It's already topped pre-EX11, so like it'll be interesting to see if people just keep it the way it was before EX11, or if they're going to make some changes like this. But let me know down in the comments what you guys think. Looks like that's all the time we have for this video, and thank you very much for tuning in. I hope to see you in the next video. As always, have a wonderful day, and that's all for now, folks.